In this session of laws of motion, we are going to discuss the braking distance. This braking distance can be termed as stopping distance. To understand the concept of braking distance, consider this car. What you have observed, due to the application of the brake, car will travel a certain distance before it will stop. This distance is called the braking distance, and this distance can be termed as x. This braking distance can be called as the stopping distance. What is happening? As this car is moving towards right, hence after the application of the brake, frictional force on the tires will act towards left. Due to this, the retardation will be developed and hence the speed of the car will decrease and the final speed of the car will become 0. To find the value of the braking distance x, we have to draw the free body diagram of the tires of the car. As the car is moving towards right, hence the frictional force on the tires will act towards left when the brake will be applied. Now the normal reaction acted by the road will be vertical upward and the weight mg will be acted by the earth that will act vertical downward. The nature of the friction force will be kinetic friction, and this kinetic friction will be equal to mu k into n. This mu k is called the coefficient of kinetic friction, and the value of normal reaction will be equal to mg, because in the vertical direction n will be balanced by mg, that means n minus mg will be equal to 0. That's why n will be equal to mg. Hence what is the value of kinetic friction? That will be equal to mu k mg. This kinetic friction will act opposite to the direction of motion. That's why this is the retarding force. Due to this retarding force, the retardation will be developed. This retardation will be calculated by Newton's second law. According to Newton's second law, net force equal to mass into acceleration. This net force mu k mg will be equal to mass into acceleration. From this, retardation will be equal to mu k into g. As this value of retardation is constant, hence to find the value of the braking distance x, we have to apply v square equal to u square plus 2ax. This v square equal to u square plus 2ax, this will be applied only when the acceleration or retardation will be constant. In this equation, put the value of v final speed is 0, because after covering the stopping distance, the car will come to at rest. A value of a will be taken as minus mu kg. The initial speed of the car is u. Put all these values in this equation. After some calculation, you can get the value of stopping distance, that will be equal to u square divided 2 mu k into g. This u is called the initial speed of the car just before applying the brake. Mu k is called the coefficient of kinetic friction between the road and the tire. G is the acceleration due to gravity. From the stopping distance equals to u square by 2 mu kg, what you can observe, the stopping distance is proportional to square of the speed of the car. That means if the speed of the car before applying the brake will be twice, then the stopping distance will become 4 times. Hence, speed of the car before applying the brake will be twice, then the stopping distance will be 4 times. That you can observe in this animation. And now we are going to discuss a problem. A constant retarding force of 50 Newton is applied to a body of mass 20 kg, moving initially with a speed of 15 meter per second, and we have to find the value of the stopping distance, or we can say that this is the braking distance. In this problem, there is a block and the block is moving with a velocity of 15 meter per second, and on this block a retarding force which is constant of 50 Newton is applied. Due to this retarding force, the speed of the block will decrease, and after covering some distance x, the block finally comes to rest. That means the final velocity of the block will become 0, and the distance covered by the block will be known as stopping distance, and we have to calculate this stopping distance, right? In this problem, the initial velocity of the block is 15 meter per second. Final velocity of the block is 0, And to calculate the value of x, we need retardation, that means the value of a. As the value of retardation is constant, then we can apply v square equal to u square plus 2x. V square equals to u square plus 2a x. Just we need a. To calculate the value of a, apply Newton's second law. According to Newton's second law, force equals to mass into acceleration. Hence, A will come out force divided by mass. As the retarding force is 50 Newton and the mass of the block is 20 kg, hence the magnitude of acceleration will come out 2.5 meter per second square. But this A will be the negative because the velocity of the block we have taken positive. Hence, the value of A will be minus 2.5, right? Now A will be equal to minus 2.5 meter per second square. Now put the values of A, velocity V which is 0 and the initial velocity U in this equation. After putting all the values, we can get 0 equal to 15 square plus 2 into minus 2.5 into x, and after some calculation the value of x will come out 225 divided by 5, and this value will come out 45. This one is the stopping distance, right? And this is the value which we have to calculate in this problem.